How's it going, guys? We are back and we are in part two. Right here, the last 25 jumps you will need for the show off achievement. So, right here, starting on number 26, right off the highway, another highway jump where you're jumping off the highway. And this one, you're going to actually land into the sewage kind of creek area. But if you haven't watched part one, link in the description. Make sure to knock those 25 out before you move on to this vid here. But we are starting in the city, and then this video we will be breaching out into the open areas.
And remember, we are going to show you the easiest way, the most fast way that you can go through this so you're not jumping all over the map. You're just going from place to place real close to each other, so we're not wasting your time.
Exactly. So this one just right to the left of the last one, and this is actually you're going to be jumping right next to the emergency building. You'll see it here, the hospital on the left. So just a little jump in front of you right here. It's kind of hard. You bike on this one may be helpful, but you can get a car through there. There's some like railing that kind of gets in the way. But that one basically don't need too much speed, but go ahead and drop off and you'll take that one out.
And moving on up here, we're just going to the left. Again, use those landmarks. They're super helpful if you're trying to find where in the map. Hopefully you've discovered most of this area. But we're going to head off right off this bridge right here. Most of these are pretty easy. They're not too hard to land. You get only probably like 20 feet of air.
Yeah,
Just got to
yeah.
tilt your car, make sure you land on those wheels, and you almost didn't do it there.
I know that was
pulled
that
it
was
off last
pulled it
second.
off. And this one's kind of hard. You do jump right into traffic, so might have to try a couple times if you come down on top of some cars. But like McCary was saying, same as the last vid and all the other jumps, use that left stick to balance. And as always, Franklin will be a little easier. There's not as tough of ramps in this part of the video as the last one. There are some pretty tiny ramps that you got to hit in the last part, but these ones are a lot easier. As you can see, bunch of ones where you're just dropping down off bridges and landing down below, so not bad at all. And these are kind of just the one and done, and move on to the next one.
And so we'll move on to the next one here. This one is another parking garage. Look at that little Y formation, I like to call it, the rounded highway. It's right off there, and you're going to go up this parking garage, and this one is one of the more difficult ones for sure. You got to get a lot of speed, so I'm going to show you going up there, and on the turn, don't even try to slow down to aim towards the jump. Just get all that speed. As you can see, we turn here with as much speed as possible, get the air, and we land this jump. Sometimes you might go and hit a tree. There's trees down below, or might not make it too far and hit that roof.
Yeah, so we actually do hit the roof. The landing area on this one is kind of tough, but we got lucky. We bounced right off this roof here and split the trees, coming in sideways, landing all fours. I mean, just pretty smooth there.
Yeah, I think you just took out a person as well.
Did I?
Yeah, I think you just killed someone. There's quite a few of those
I'm
where
just trying to get my achievement.
there's quite a few of those where people get in the way, so we got to take them out.
Yeah. So this one, right on the Y formation, like he was talking about, that's a really good reference point. And this is just a little baby jump, just a little baby one right here. And oh shit, jumping
That
over
was pretty.
trucks.
That looked professional.
Perfect timing, landing on all fours. That one, if you take too much speed, you're gonna hit this red wall. But that one's not hard at all. Just a little speed on that one and take it up and complete your jump.
So we're moving on to the next one here. Look at that little triangle thing. That's really helpful for knowing where you're at, and I think we'll be moving out into the open world, so we didn't even have some of that discovered, but hopefully you can find it and not have a problem. But we're gonna go right under this little what are those called?
Little temple thing.
Little temple, yeah,
Yeah.
temple. That's something you kind of just find when you're driving around the game, though.
And coming down, hitting cars, but doesn't matter. But like McCary was talking about, if you don't have the areas explored, I mean, we're going to be moving into the open areas out of the city pretty soon here. So if you don't have those explored, just kind of set a marker out there. We'll give you kind of where to go based off like gun stores and clothing stores. But basically the best thing to do is just set a marker and drive out there and discover it.
So we're gonna jump off the highway right here. These ones can be real tough because you Oh shit.
Yeah, I was just showing you gotta go pretty far back, and this one you're gonna come up this ramp, and you'll see these little cones or pylons, and go straight through them, and just fat air off that bridge right there, right into the pole.
Yeah, that one can be hard because the oncoming cars can definitely collide with you. I saw a little donut there. And then we're
And
headed up to, is this neighborhoods? No, I don't know what this is, but we're going to be doing golf course soon.
oh, golf course is
Easily
coming
my
up.
favorite jump,
Definitely. So this
for
one,
sure.
far left, kind of little nub, kind of that sticks out there, and you're gonna go up this ramp here, and you're gonna be jumping out of the jetty, which is what this is called.
Looks like a hotel of some sort.
Yep, a nice hotel, man. I'd stay in there.
Yeah, really, the view and everything's pretty dope.
That one, landing on that big grass area. So that one can kind of be hard because sometimes you hit that little jump before it and then you hit the actual jump. So sometimes it can flip you in some weird directions, but shouldn't have a problem. And what are we rolling onto here?
Uh-oh, golf course. Just match it up with that lake right there. As you can see, it's the bottom right, or most bottom right one, and you're going to jump that little bridge. Find some golf carts over in the clubhouse.
Yeah, so you'll go through the main entrance to get here. So you'll see some golf carts kind of parked outside. Definitely, if you're Franklin, use that left stick, right stick, clicked in, and you actually can't have too much speed on this one because you'll hit that little archway with the reef on it, and that'll screw you up. So just a perfect amount of speed, drifting into the sand
Yeah,
traps.
so
Right.
and now we're headed up into the neighborhoods. We're going to be jumping around there. I believe this is around where Michael lives. And definitely what you want to do is have Franklin, like he said. Michael's definitely a hard character to do it with, and most of these you can do with cars, but motorcycles can be good in some instances, like Ace said.
If you can find one,
Yeah,
those things are hard to
it's
find.
super hard to find. We can find plenty of mopeds that have
That have
zebra
like
stripes on them.
zebra stripes with like what, 2 horsepower?
Yeah, 2 horsepower at least.
I mean, I hit a jump with that, and I don't even take any lift off or anything.
Yeah.
Right here, right above that last one, and we're zooming in, kind of right on the corner. You can see this little rounded corner here, and it's going to be in this open area. So once we zoom out here, you'll see the jump right in front of us. You'll see this little archway, and you just got to go. You don't need too much speed for this one, but you go through here and hop over. And this one's the hardest to keep your balance on because it kind of flips you up. It's a weird jump, but just hold that down to, if your nose is pointing down, hold down on the left stick to bring it back up. And that one might take a couple tries, but just go ahead and keep on trucking through it.
So running up on here, this is one of the first ones we actually found. We were just going off the sides of buildings and stuff. Look at that little curve for reference point. It's right on the edge of that. And we're just going to roll right off the side. As you can see, the cones are there, and all you got to do is run off the side of it, land on 4 wheels, and get the jump complete.
Exactly. So not a bad one here. This one I actually just came flying through, and that was one of the first ones we got, like you said. But easy landing there, not a problem with that one. Sometimes you hit that light post, and that'll mess you up, but shouldn't have too much trouble. And now we are moving on out into the abyss, kind of just in the open areas. Before we head way out in there, we're going to get this one, which is right at the end of this road, and we're going to be actually jumping back towards the city. So you'll see the kind of green area on the map. Drive up this road, and there'll be a little dirt road, and this is the little road that sticks out. Right at the end here, go ahead and jump off, and just mad air coming through. This is definitely one of the ones where you get lots of air and come down on all fours. Oh,
Oh,
almost take out another person
that
there.
was real close. And as you can see, we didn't really have that much of a build-up, but we still hit that and got plenty of air. And so we're moving on up here. Just try to reference that on your map somehow. I'm not sure, but we're going to hit this jump, and we're finally out in the open. Look at the weird squiggly lines. Try to use that as a reference point. And we're going to go right off that ramp right there. So we're going to head up to the top. You got cops all up on you, though.
Yeah, doesn't matter though. Still going through the jumps. To get up to the top here, just turn to the left. That road is the one you'll actually be jumping over. But if you turn up to the left here, you can drive up this mountainside and just take it all the way to the top. So we're going to keep driving. Once you're at the top, go ahead and turn around, and you're just coming down. It's kind of like funneled in the middle. so shouldn't have a problem. And just take that off, and boom, look at that,
Just bomb
jumping
that.
through. The views in this part of the video now from these last ones, these mountains and everything, they look,
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's
it's
like
crazy.
back from Red Dead those days.
Yeah, it's crazy the graphics and just all the work they did on this one. This one, right as those two highways meet together, this is right underneath that big yellow spot. There's a couple jumps in that yellow spot, so you'll know where that is once we get a little further in the vid. But go ahead and can't use too much speed on this one. Sometimes you might hit that bridge, depending how high you jump off, but land on the grass and another easy one there.
And moving on to the next one, still staying. Uh-oh,
Yeah, almost get hit by that semi there.
getting smashed by the semi. Moving out, I believe, yeah, this is the prison one. This one can be hard because there's not too many vehicles, fast vehicles around. You're going to need to, oh, nice little
Oh,
turnaround
I'm
there.
pretty sure that was you
Yeah,
driving
that was
there,
me driving.
whipping it
But you
around.
need to get inside the prison yard, so that'll give you an auto 2 stars, I believe. But if you don't get in the prison yard, it won't count. So you got a close little gap from the fence to the building there that you need to hit. But we hit it right on and get that jump complete.
Yeah, right there. Boom. Land on all fours. Hit the wall, but it's fine. Still got it. And we're moving on to number 43. And like McKay was saying, it's really hard to find fast vehicles out here, even to find vehicles at all, because it's kind of the open land, so there's not many. So definitely, if you find one, try to keep it. There are some where you're going to lose it, but these jumps right here, which are just kind of off dirt, these ones are really easy. I mean, you just kind of drive. This one's right next to the windmill up there on the right, and make sure you balance there, because I would have died right
Yeah,
there
that
on
thing
that one.
flips hard.
Yeah, that would give me a weird bounce. But I mean, coming down, I mean, you have so much room to land. It's not like the city where you're kind of in between all the buildings and stuff like that. So definitely a lot easier, but it takes a while to drive around and find these jumps.
Moving into town here, as you can see, it's in the yellow area with that thick black line. And we're finally going to be using some different cars, taking out the dune buggy for a little ride. You can find dune buggy and everything at the house that you just saw on the screen there. But just, you got to go over that rock. If you go to the left, you're not going to make it. And the dune buggy, I love this thing. Because
Yeah, it's
look at it,
sweet.
it just like
It just
absorbs. There's
absorbs.
no bounce
I
whatsoever.
can't wait to do all those rally races and
Yep,
stuff in the canyons. I mean, oh, is that a little
that was a
burnout
little
there?
burnout.
It's a little dirt burnout for the viewers there. This one right in town, you can see the gun store right above you, and all these little squares. Just the bottom left square there, right on the corner, is where you want to be. And this one is, I believe you had some problems with this one.
I had some problems. People in this town are a little angry, so I went in and I tried to steal someone's vehicle, and he just beat the shit out of me, really.
But
But
taken that one is a smaller jump, so ATV. I mean, you can use it. Obviously, he's using it here, and definitely worked out a lot better than using a car. But if you can't find one, car will do as well. And moving on, number 46 here. We only have four more jumps to do, and this is farther up the canyon. So you can see by the main roads, it's right above.
that gun store,
Yeah,
yep,
that gun store right below you, and kind of in between is that like a gondola little thing on
yep,
top.
yep.
So just set your marker and drive along this road. Once you drive along, you'll unlock more on your map, and you kind of reference where you are. But right here, we got another rally machine here. The view, just jumping over the canyon. I mean, really nothing else to say here.
Yeah, you could really do some damage if you missed that jump, though. Go right down into the canyon.
Oh,
You just took that guy's head straight off.
just coming in hot.
But moving up here, as you can see, there is a lake right here. So if you've got that lake on right there, underneath the marker right there is a lake. So we're just up there, and we're going to be jumping right across another canyon, I believe.
Yep, you can see the gun store to the right, kind of right next to that marathon or the triathlon. But this one's pretty easy. You're just going to be driving and jumping the canyon right into the sunset.
Yeah, it's
Boom.
it's really not too. These ones are my favorite ones because you get plenty of space to land, and you get to use some different vehicles for a change. And the sunset, if you didn't see that, the sunset and everything, you get to see the graphics out here. There is a gondola at the highest point in the map that I would really suggest you going up and checking out.
Yeah,
It's pretty fun. There's a trail up there that you could hike or ATV up to, and then you can parachute down from there.
exactly. So, and then this one right here, you'll see that little gap, and that little gap in the road is actually the gap you're gonna jump over, and we're doing it in style here.
The RV.
We're jumping with the RV. I mean, like I said, there's just shitty vehicles around. Could have taken the Jeep right there that I passed, but you know, go big or go home, right?
I
Look at
can't,
this.
I can't
With the
believe this
bird
made
in
it.
front, with the bird in front. Beautiful. It gets a little sketchy here. For some reason, it was still in slow-mo, and I'm like, I still got to hold it, still got to hold it. But boom, bring those wheels down on the ground. Everyone's safe, and just got a nice little moon setting behind the RV. Could go set up camp, man.
But moving on, we're in the city again, so try to use those maps or stores as a reference point. As you can see, it's just to the left of that one we just did with the break in the map or the road. And we're going to be driving through this little site right here.
Uh-oh.
Cops right
Yeah, he
away.
doesn't want me to drive through there. This one's kind of tough. Aim left on this one. See how I kind of aim left there? Because on the right, there's like a sidewalk and some fencing that really screw you up. But get the perfect landing there. And we're rolling on to the last one. And we saved the best for last. And
Oh,
obviously the hardest for
not
last. I
even the
mean,
best. This
this
is
one's
terrible.
not fun at all. Right here, we'll zoom in. It's right on the tip of this road. You'll come off this main road. You actually cross a bridge, and right to your right will be the jump. We'll show you here. We've got a truck with a trailer. Definitely do not attempt that with a trailer on the back. I mean, you need speed
Yeah,
for this
you
one.
definitely need speed. It'd be good if you brought in a car from town, a nice little wheelie. But look at this hill on your left here. You can get some extra speed by going up there, turn around, and just bombing it down that hill. But as you can see, when we turn around, you'll be going towards the lighthouse. I mean, I think we'd like bounce on this one. I could have
Yeah,
hit the brakes,
yeah,
but
and Franklin, I mean, definitely is
yep.
person to use on this one. I mean, I can't really see any other choice. But you're going to be flying in here, and you'll see go slow-mo just to the right of this lighthouse is the little piece of dirt landing area. You'll come down as long as you get all four wheels on there, you'll complete the jump. So right there, there's all 50. So hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Unlock the achievement 30 G's show off in GTA 5.
So if you enjoyed this and this took a lot of work, throw a like on there and be sure to subscribe. We got some more GTA 5 achievements, guides, everything like that coming up for you guys. And I believe that's about it.